Hi, I'm Abby Warner. I am technically a senior, and I'm a biology major. I go to Edinburgh and I run cross country and track and field for Edinburgh. I'll be going into my 8th year of competitive running since high school. I played softball when I was in elementary school, like the later years of elementary school, and my favorite part of softball practice was the laps that we'd run before and after. And then when I got into 7th grade, a lot of my friends, they wanted to go out for the track team, the junior high team, so I decided to go out, and I just really fell in love with it. I'm one of those crazy people that actually enjoys running. I'm just a better version of myself when I am running. A lot of professional athletes, like Olympians and stuff like that, I definitely look up to them. My teammates and my coaches over the last 8 or 9 years, whatever it's been, they've influenced me a lot, and they've really gotten me through a lot. The girls that I'm a part of the cross country team with and the distance squad and my coaches the last year, they've really impacted me in the absolute best way. So I owe a lot to them, definitely. Going into my sophomore year of high school, I actually had to take the entire summer of training off and didn't come back until like the first meet of the season and start running again, because I actually was in the hospital for anorexia. So I've been dealing with that now. I've been recovered for 6 years. I have encountered a few instances of relapse that has it's sidelined me from running or performing in the way that I want to. Coming from high school to a college program as good as the Edinburgh program, it's a giant jump in your training. It's a lot more intense. So I wasn't eating enough to fuel that extra intensity, so I had a little bit of an issue with that. I still struggle with it a little bit, because like some days it just doesn't feel like, especially the days where we have our race the next day. Obviously you want to be fueled for your race the next day, but the day before a race we just do like a pre-meet routine, and it's a much shorter run than what I'm used to. So like those days where I'm not running as much, it's still a little bit hard mentally to kind of like know that, okay, I don't need to compensate by from not running as much by eating less or anything. So it's a little bit of a mind game, but I think I've learned well enough that a lot of the things that I'm thinking are irrational, and I kind of just block it out as best I can. And when I can't do it on my own, I know enough to go to somebody, talk to them, and they kind of work through it with me, which is nice. I have a really great support system. So not a lot of people know what Addison's disease is. It's an autoimmune disease that affects your adrenal glands, and your adrenal glands are what produce like all the hormones and stuff in your body. I had a lot of dizzy spells. I would black out in the middle of the day, and it was just very hard to be able to run like that. I was only running like a mile a day that summer, and I was just dead all the time, and I couldn't even run the full mile. I had to walk a lot of it because it was just so exhausting, and I didn't know what was going on. He said that he thinks because of my past with malnutrition and like the disordered eating, that it showed up in me sooner. So any extra stress it just destroys my body. I think that if I wasn't a student athlete, I don't know what I would do with all the free time, because my day is so structured, because you're in class, you have a designated practice, so I run twice a day, like 3 times a week. So I mean, between running twice and going to class and having time for homework, I think if I didn't have the structure of practice and like running in general, it would be like, I don't know, I feel like I'd be so disorganized because I'd have all this free time and just would never want to do anything. So honestly, I think it makes me a better student. Running is a very mental thing. It gets to the point, especially when you care about it as much as somebody who pursues it as far as college goes, you have to care about it to want to take it to the next level to a pretty great degree. You have to remind yourself every day, and sometimes it's going to be really hard, but you have to remind yourself every day why you started doing it and why you love it, and that will make you a better person, but it'll make you a better runner, because you never want it to feel like a chore. I mean, I've been there, and sometimes I still get there. Don't stress yourself out so much that you lose the love that you have for the sport. you.